Listen up. I've got something really cool to share today. I'm with Robin Sadler, one of only 17 master golf course superintendents in Canada. We're going to talk about two things today: how to properly construct a bunker, and, as golfers like me and all of you, how to properly maintain those bunkers when you're out golfing. Robin, thanks for being here.
You're welcome.
I just shared a little secret about you that you didn't hear, but maybe you'll watch it later, okay?
Sounds good.
Guys, let's talk about constructing a bunker. You know, here at Mickelson National, we feel like we've done the best standard of constructing bunker. We've got our practice bunker here behind us. If this was dirt today, how would we properly construct this bunker?
Well, Barry, it's really going to start with building the cavity, right? We're going to create a bunker that has some level of face for approach shots going in. That's going to allow the ball to hit the face if you're in the hazard and roll down to really a flatter playing area, right? So, you know, from there, it's going to start with really the subsurface, right? Creating that cavity. Drainage is really important on a bunker, right? You know, all bunkers have a drain line through the middle, maybe some herringbone. We don't want it to fill with water in storms or irrigation, so it's very playable.
Right. So I know a couple of things you're talking about, but for the benefit of the people watching, I want to make sure that they understand. First thing you said is the cavity,
yes,
which I think you're talking about the actual surface, the area of the bunker.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right, Barry.
Yeah, and then the other thing you mentioned was the herringbone. I know you were referencing there, but talk to me what you mean when you say herringbone within the subsurface of the bunker.
Well, it's below the surface of the bunker and the subsurface, you need drainage so it's playable, right? So we're actually going to dig a trench in the low area of the bunker, exiting the bunker to allow water to move out, right? We're going to apply pea gravel, drainage tile, and it's going to suck the moisture in and exit the bunker so it's playable, right? When you get into a herringbone, Barry, it could be just a little offshoot. You know,
right. Generally
every 15 feet, if you have a really big bunker, you're going to need an offshoot to suck all the moisture in and again remove it from the bunker.
So what's really interesting about bunker construction is if we were to take all the sand out of here, we would start by grading the bunker.
That's right.
Giving it the look and the contour that we want.
Yes.
Then we would add some trenching, herringbone, which isn't always just through the middle. When you refer to herringbone, there's actually trench lines, drainage lines that we would call them, that go all throughout the bunker.
Correct.
Which I don't think a lot of people really know. And then after that, you would add, in the herringbone, you would actually add drainage, right? Some
Yes.
type of drainage system, and there's different ways to do that. Then you mentioned pea gravel.
Yes,
Okay.
so to protect from silt and small fines going into the drainage and clogging it, you protect a perforated drainage tile with holes in it,
Right.
with pea gravel, and then the fines won't get into it and plug it type thing.
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
Like you know, the whole construction, what we see on the surface, you got a plan for 3-4 inches of sand on the bunker. Something unique at Mickelson here is many of our bunkers have a product called Billy Bunker on them.
Well, let's talk about Billy Better Bunker, because I mean, there's some of the best golf courses in the world are utilizing this product. Tell us what it is and why it's a benefit when we construct our bunkers.
Well, Billy Bunker really is, now we have our subsurface, and we're going to put 2 inches of pea gravel all through the bunker type thing, right? You know, we want to protect that bunker floor, and again, silts, fines, you get storms and washouts and all that.
Contamination.
That's right, that's right. And then what you do is you spray almost a plastic polymer on it.
It's like a polyurethane, like makes it tactile, makes it a little bit more rigid, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
It's also flexible, like with frost heaves we deal with here in Alberta, in Calgary. We need it, you know, to be able to be flexible in the spring so it doesn't crack and break, right? So now we've got kind of you know, a polymer pea gravel area, right?
Yeah.
And there's a little friction there, right? So if you look at the back of our bunker face, it's going to help keep sand on there, keep it from washing away. You know, when we get storms, last Saturday we had 2 inches of rain in half an hour. Right. So if we don't have that protecting the floor, we're going to get a river on the bunker face, washing it out, moving the sand, but now we have silt, dirt everywhere, and our sand is contaminated.
Right. So really one of the best things that you can do for your bunkers for the highest level of playability, construction components, is adding Billy Better Bunker. There's a couple other products in the market as well. We chose Billy Better Bunker, but it creates a polymer surface throughout the bunker when you get these heavy rains, because this is really a clay lining here in Calgary, and then you build your subsurface on top of that, build a better bunker for us. If you don't have that and you get these big rains, you can get contamination. What we mean with that is that some of the fines, the material, the way we construct it with the clay lining here, that would actually contaminate within the actual bunker itself and the sand, which over time would make it look different, play different. There's a lot of different things. Build a better bunker for us was the way to go and an important part of constructing our bunkers for sure. This has been insightful. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Robin, before we leave, I want you to give us 2 tips as a master golf course superintendent on how to properly rake these bunkers. I'm in the bunkers out here a lot at Mickelson because we have a ton of them.
89, Barry.
89 bunkers. See, 18
Yes.
holes, 89 bunkers. That's a ton. If my ball's in the middle of the bunker, why don't you give us some indication of what we would do to properly rake this bunker and maintain it as a golfer?
Completely. Where I'll start, Barry, is if we look at the contouring of the bunker now, something really important when we prepare a bunker is nice, even contours. If a golf ball lands in that bunker, we want it to be able to hit the face, roll down without being in a hole, in a blemish. We don't want more sand around the golf ball to create a harder shot for the golfer.
Right. Hey, we've been penalized enough by being in the bunker.
Yes.
Let's keep the contour nice and smooth once we actually get in there. Great tip.
Completely.
Yeah,
Completely.
absolutely.
And the best way from here, I think, is I'm just going to go in the bunker and
Let's go.
we're going to work on it here.
So fortunately for us, obviously this has been maintained. It's been hand raked recently, so the contouring is really great. But I think what you're referring to, if there is a blemish, somebody stepped in here like we have, a ball might have bounced there.
That's right.
What do you want to do with that playing surface?
Well, it's again, I wanna get a better lie for the next golfer hitting in here, right?
Okay.
So my first thought when I get in here is I want to leave it as I entered it, type thing, right? Once I've hit my shot, I want to have the contouring. I don't want to have piles of sand. If you get into a little pile of sand like that and the golf ball lands in there, again, there's a harder shot for the next golfer.
Well, imagine having a ball right up in here. You've got almost an inch difference.
That's right.
In front of the sand and behind the sand.
Well, and as you alluded to, bunkers are hard enough.
Yeah, they
Right?
absolutely are. So those are a couple of great tips. Keep the contour as smooth as you can. Make sure there's no ridges anywhere else. And then the actual raking of it itself. How would you repair this area?
Well, if you see our bunker rake here too, we've got a couple options on it. On the bottom of the head, we got teeth. Predominantly, I will use that. When I get into faces, every rake's a little different. Some have smooth tops,
Yep.
some have ridge tops, right? But if you, we'll pan back to moving the sand. If I get a little pile, I can turn the rake upside down, right? And it's a quick trick to smooth out the bunker quite nicely. We use this end a lot on bunker faces when we're preparing bunkers in the morning, right? Now I've got it smooth, so to speak, where the pile was created or the blemish or where I hit my golf shot. If you guys just watch me try to recreate the contours and, the mess we've created here, leave it playable for the next golfer.
So I'm not sure we gave 2 tips, but some great tips on how to properly maintain a bunker. Robin's clearly done this a zillion times. But one more thing I'll leave with you. When we get into a bunker, obviously we're typically not super happy. We're in a bunker. The next shot isn't as easy, and sometimes the result of our next shot being in a bunker isn't great. But take an extra few seconds for the person playing behind you. That's critical. Instead of just quickly getting out of there and raking quickly, take literally 3-4 extra seconds. Can make all the difference in the world, so that the next time you're in a bunker, you've got a great lie that's been properly contoured and raked. I hope you guys have really enjoyed this video. If you've got other ideas of videos about golf course maintenance or anything else about the golf business, let us know in the comments below. It's always a pleasure to be here with our golf course superintendent, Robin Sadler. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. We always appreciate all the feedback and all the things that you guys mention to us along the way. Of course, hit that notification bell, that like button. We'll see you next time.